Hello students and welcome to the e-learning program initiated by Shri Gyan Manjri Vidyapit for the students of Standard 10, in which we are learning the subject of English. Students, we have already started with the revision work, especially of the grammar. So in that series, in the previous lecture, we started with active passive. Now let us take a quick recap of what we have already learned in the previous lecture. First, we learned what does a voice refer. Voice is that the connection between the subject and the object of a sentence, which is linked through a verb. That is that SVO format that we have. Yes, we have active voice and we have passive voice. Now, what is active voice and passive voice? Active voice is called so because the subject of the sentence is the doer of the action. That means first there will be subject, then the verb, and then the object. That means the subject is doing some work and on that object, right? So SVO examples we saw: Rima baked a cake. Where Rima is the subject, she's doing the work of baking what? A cake. So we have SVO format over here. Whereas passive voice is called because the object is acted upon by the subject of the sentence. A cake was baked by Rima. We interchange the place of the subject and the object. Now object comes at the starting of the subject sentence, and the subject goes after the verb. So Rima baked the cake. So the cake was object, so we brought it into front. Baked, past tense, so we'll use was and we'll use the past participle of that verb, that is it remains baked. Baked, baked, bake, baked, baked. So by whom? By Rima. So this is how the passive voice becomes. Now definition: when subject of the sentence is the doer of the action in the sentence is called active voice. Ravi likes football. Where Ravi, we are talking about Ravi, what action he is doing? He's liking what? Football. So subject, verb, object. When the action is done upon the object by the subject, then the same sentence: Ravi likes football. Likes is in present tense, so football is, and the past participle of like, that is liked. By whom? By Ravi. Then this sentence is in passive voice that we learn. Now there is only one rule: transformation of active to passive is done by bringing the object to the front and sending the subject to the end of the sentence, usually that is just after the verb, and making the past participle of that verb. Lion killed a deer, where lion is the subject, killed is the verb, and a deer, whole of that together becomes the object. A deer, we brought the object in the front, that is the only rule that we are going to follow. A deer, killed is past tense, so we use was, and kill is the base word. So kill, killed, killed. Killed is a past participle. So a deer was killed. By whom? By lion. This is how we transform an active sentence into passive. Now, again, passive to active. Sometimes the sentence given to you is in passive. For example, chess is played. By whom? By John. So this is a passive voice where chess is the object, is played is the verb, and by whom? That John is the subject. Now we bring. Now, how do we do the transformation of passive to active? We bring the subject in the front. So John comes in the front of the sentence. Is played. Is tells me this is present tense. So play. Because this is an individual. That is first person? No. Second person? No. It is third person. Individual. Proper noun. So plays. John plays what? Chess. So we interchange the uh, subject and the object. We interchange the position of that and do necessary changes to the verb. Learning transformation of active to passive. And when the passive sentence in particular form, we already saw this. I catch a ball is caught by me. Yes, I is the subject, catch. If it is I, catch. You catch, but he catches. So I catch a ball. This is in simple present. Now we do not change the tense of the sentence in active passive. So A ball is the subject, so I bring along with the article, I bring it along with that. Whatever is there, adjective, article, whatever is there, we bring it together. A ball catches present tense, so is. Catch, caught, caught. So past participle of catch is caught. So I write past participle, that is how I catch a ball is caught by me. We turn from active to passive. Same way. Next sentence is Maya paints a scenery, where Maya is the subject, scenery is the object. So I bring the object to the front, a scenery, because article is already there with it. So I bring the article also together. Paints. Maya paints. So this is simple present. So what is the simple present of paint? It, it remains as paint because this is individual. So we write S. Paints is simple present. So I write is. Paint. The past tense is painted and the past participle is also painted. So a scenery is painted. By whom? By Maya. We bring the subject to the end of the sentence. Simple present, again examples were given to you. So this is yet another example that we have already done. Teacher teaches a class. So teacher is the subject, teaches is the verb, a class. All of that together is the subject. So we object. So we bring the object to the front, a class. Teacher teaches. This is in simple present. So if it is simple present, I add the helping verb is. Then teach. Teach is the verb, present tense. Taught is past tense. Same way, taught remains the past participle also. A class is taught by whom? By a teacher. Now, don't get confused over here. Yes, uh, if we are not speaking about a particular teacher, then we can always add an article. So it's nothing wrong if you don't write a that is an article, then it's also all right. And if you write an article, then also it doesn't make any difference. A class is taught by a teacher or a class is taught by a teacher, then also it's okay. Active passive, again they make a plan. They is plural. Make is the make is present tense, right? A plan. So a plan is the object. We bring that to the front. A plan, because make is the present tense. That is why is. Make a past participle, that is make, made, made. So made. So a plan is made by whom? By they will become them. So we have learned so far. Now let us continue with today's lecture. Now we come to the next tense, that is the man is selling a car, where the man is the subject. Is tells us that this is present tense. Ing tells us this is continuous. So is selling is present continuous. That is what we are learning, right? A car is the object. This is present continuous. This is the verb. So we bring the object to the front, a car. We do not change the tense, so we have to keep it as present tense, present continuous, right? And we also have to make the past participle of the verb, past participle. So sell plus ing, that tells us it is present and present tense and continuous. So present continuous. So the base verb is sell. What is the past participle of sell? It is past tense is sold and past participle is also sold. So a car is sold by the man, but that will make it simple present. That will make it simple present because is and sold. But we have to keep the tense as it is. Yes. So present and continuous. Present continuous means I have to add ing, and that will always be added to the be form, right? So the be form, be plus ing, being. So a car is being sold by the man. Next, the man is selling his car. Now there is a change in a little bit change. Yes, the man remains the same, is selling remains the same, but instead of a car means it can be his car, it can be anybody's car. He's just selling a car. It might not belong to him, but here we have a possessive pronoun, that is his. This car belongs to him, so that changes a lot. because it is his car. So we have to bring it along with him. We have to possessive pronouns hai, adjectives hai, articles hai. Those are with the object or subject. You take it along with it, right? So it is his car. Everything remains the same. Only thing we are discussing is if there is an adjective or a possessive pronoun or article along with the object or subject. Whenever we interchange the place of the subject and object, we take whole of that thing together. So his car. Rest of the things remain the same. Is tells us that this is present tense. Be plus ing. This tells us is present continuous. Sell is the base verb. Then we make the past participle sold. Uh, his car is being sold by the man. This is how we transform a sentence which is an active in present continuous into passive. Another example for present continuous. The child is catching a butterfly. Now, catching tells me this is present tense. Verb plus ing tells me this is present continuous. That means this is the verb. Just tells me it is continuous, right? So base form of the verb is catch. So catch, we have to make the past participle. Catch, caught, caught. The child is the verb, subject, and a butterfly is the object. We bring a butterfly, but we also bring the article o along with it. A butterfly. We keep it present. Is then the be plus ing form to show that this is continuous because the base verb will be changing into past participle. So a butterfly is being caught by whom? By the child. Now the article is with the child. We bring it together to the object's place. Same way, they are watching TV, right? Now, they is the subject, are, because it is plural. So, are. So, are is the helping verb. Watch is the verb. Ing tells me this is continuous. TV is the object. So, I bring the object to the front. Now, TV is singular. They is plural, but TV is singular. So, I will have to make the changes, appropriate changes to the verb, right? Helping verb will not remain are, it will become is because TV is plural, singular. So TV is. Then I keep the ing form with be, being. TV is being. Watch is the base verb. So I will that is V1. Then I will change it to V3. That is past participle. So watch, watched, watched. So TV is being watched by them. Now we come to the next tense, that is present perfect. Has and have. For present perfect, we use two helping verbs, that is has and have. First person, I have. Second person, you have. First person plural, we have. Second person plural, you have. But when it comes to third person, she has, he has, it has. Again, third person plural, they. Then that will be have. So only it is applicable for he, she, it, or a particular proper noun. So she has made a report, where she is the subject or report is the object. This tells me that the tense is present perfect. Made, make, made. So this is past tense, present perfect. So we have to make the verb into past participle. So I bring the object to the front. A report has remains as it is because report is singular. We have to be careful with that when we bring the object to the front. See whether that is singular or plural, because the helping verb will change if the object is plural. So a report has, will add the past participle of be form, that is been, has been, made remains as it is, and by her. She has made few reports. She, third person, so has. Made remains as it is, few reports. Now, along with reports, report is a noun, object, okay, but it's a noun. So, few becomes the adjective for it. So we bring the adjective of few along with reports. So few reports. Now reports is plural. So instead of has, we will have. So has will turn into have because the object is plural. So few reports have. Then we make the past participle of be form, that is been, and made remains the same by her because this is perfect present, okay, but perfect. So this is the perfect form of make. Next example, they have made a report. I think it's the same one, okay. Next we come to present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous cannot be changed to passive. This we have to remember, that present perfect continuous, we learned all the four of all the four types of present tense. That is simple present we learned. Simple present can be turned into passive. Same way, present continuous be changed into passive. Same way, present perfect can be changed to passive. But when it comes to present perfect continuous, that cannot be changed to passive. Yes, I don't say it cannot be done, but then usually the way we write is not the normal way of writing, right? I have been telling him. Have been tells me that this is present also, perfect also. Ing tells me it is continuous. So this is present perfect continuous. I have been telling him. Now, if I change that, him becomes he. When I interchange the position of I will become me. So him will become he. Now, I'll keep it as is because it is he. He has been told by me. No. He is being told by me. It becomes present continuous passive. It doesn't happen like that. He has been being told. That is the actual transformation that we do. Now that is correct, but do we normally write it like that? He has been being told. Because this is continuous, we got to keep the ing form. Yes, if we do not keep the ing form, then it becomes present continuous. Yes, because is and being tells me it is present and continuous, and this is the told. This is the past participle, right? So if I do that, it becomes present continuous passive. So we cannot do that. I have to keep it as present perfect continuous. If I do present perfect continuous, then has been tells me this is present perfect, ing tells me this is continuous, and I add the past participle. This is absolutely correct, but normally we do not write it like this. Yes, so simple present perfect continuous cannot be changed into passive. It remains as it is without any change. Next, we come to the second tense, that is simple past. Now, Rajan submitted the assignment, where Rajan is the subject, submitted ed here. That tells me this is past tense. The assignment, this is object. So I interchange the position of object and subject. I bring object to the front, the assignment. Submitted is past tense. So I will write helping verb was. And again, I have to make the past participle. So submitted. So it remains the same. The assignment was submitted. By whom? By the subject, that is Rajan. So by Rajan. We did our work is the next sentence. We did our work, where we is the subject, work is the object, but our is the possessive pronoun over there, right? So we take it along with it. Is our work. So when we interchange the position, we have our work at the starting of the sentence. Our work. Did is the past tense of do form. Past tense, it is now clear, right? So this is the past tense. So I'll write the helping verb was. Then I have to add the past participle. What is the past participle of do for? That is done. So our work was done. By whom? By us. We becomes us. Again, continued simple past. Another example. Rinku dropped the book. Where Rinku is the subject, the books is the object. Dropped. Ed tells me this is past tense. So I bring the object to the front along with the article, the books. Now books is plural. Rinku is singular, but the books is plural. So books plural. So the past tense of the plural form is was ka were. So the books were. Then I add the past participle of dropped because drop is the verb over here. Drop, dropped, dropped. So dropped is the past participle. The books were dropped. By whom? By the subject, that is Rinku. The child sneezed. What is written in bracket over here? The child did sneeze. Yes. Then I'll have to cancel ed. I'll have to cancel ed because the past tense of sneeze is sneezed. Past tense, I change it to the do form. So do form past tense is did. So it got transferred over here. So it will remain sneeze and not sneezed. Right? Now, the child sneezed. So how to? Now it doesn't have any object. It doesn't have any object because the verb does not require an object. I sneeze, you sneeze, I sneeze what? You sneeze what? He sneeze what? Because it's such a verb that does not need any object. So we have to create an object when object is not there. Now this is the verb sneeze. We have learned in the earlier standards we can make a gerund by adding ing. So sneeze is the verb. If I add ing, it becomes a gerund, and that gerund can be used as a noun. So I'll use sneezing. Sneeze plus ing. Now sneezing is an action word, but because it is with the verb plus ing, so I can use it as a gerund and I can use it as a noun. So sneezing. Now this is past tense, so I'll use was. Did is the past tense. So what is the past participle of do form? Done. So sneezing was done. Rest is clear. By whom? By the child. Now we have past continuous. They were purchasing snacks. They is the subject. Were purchasing. Were tells me because it is the verb is subject is plural. They. So instead of was, were. So this is past tense. Purchase is the base form of the verb, and ing tells me this is continuous. So this sentence is in past continuous. Snacks is the object, right? So I bring the object to the front. Snacks. I'll keep were as it is because they is also plural, snacks is also plural. Yes? Snacks were. How to keep it in continuous? By adding ing to the be form, right? Snacks were being purchased, purchased, purchased. So purchased is the past participle of purchase. So snacks were being purchased by them. Ajay was studying physics. Now Ajay is singular. So because it is singular, was. Was tells me it is past tense. Study plus ing tells me this is past continuous. Ajay was studying what? Physics. Now physics में पीछे s है, but physics is a subject, so it is singular, right? Name, proper name है, right? So physics. So I will not write were over here. I'll write was because this is singular. This is a proper noun. So physics was. Then I'll write the ing form of be. Physics was being. Study, studied, study. The past participle of study is studied. So physics was being studied by whom? By the subject Ajay. Past tense continued, past continuous. He was being naughty. right? He is the subject. Was tells me, because this is singular, so was tells me this is past tense. Be plus ing. Ing tells me this is continuous, so this is past continuous. Naughty is the object. Naughty is the object. Now, actually, naughty is the verb. Naughty is the verb. Here it is acting. So I have to turn that verb into abstract noun, right? Because I don't have any object over here. That verb naughty does not need any object. So I have to turn that into noun, right? How do I turn? By adding ing. Now we don't have ing. Naughty we don't have. That we can convert to naughtiness, right? So this becomes the subject now. This is abstract noun. So naughtiness was, as it is being, as it is now. He was being naughty. That means the form of do should be there. So naughtiness was being done. Done by whom? Him. Niren was buying groceries. Now Niren is singular, so was, and continuous ing. So was buying. So this sentence is in past continuous. He was buying what? Groceries. Now Niren is singular, brought groceries plural. So groceries, instead of was, I'll use were. Buy is the base word. So buy, bought. So bought is the past participle, and ing is missing. Continuous is missing. So I'll use the be form plus ing to make it continuous. So groceries were being purchased by Niren. Past perfect. We learned past continuous. So now we learn past perfect. Nancy had taken leave. Has, have. Past perfect, had. For both, right? Singular, plural, both. Had. It remains the same. So Nancy had taken leave. Taken tells me this is past perfect because participle is used. Take, take, took, taken. So this is the past participle that is used over here. Nancy had taken what? Leave. So Nancy and leave, they are subject and object. I bring this object to the front. So leave. To keep it in past perfect, I'll have to use had. Then I have to make the past participle. Then this is already past participle, but in order to, because in order to show clarity, the be form will be used. So what is the past participle of? Because this is perfect, past and perfect. What is the past participle of be form? That is been. So leave had been taken by Nancy. You had learnt dancing, where you is second person, had tells me this is perfect and past. Learnt. Now that is past participle. Had learnt. You can say dancing. Dancing is noun. So I can bring it as it is. Dancing had been learnt by you. Past perfect. Continued. Freya had achieved first rank. Freya is the subject, rank is the object, first goes along with that. That's the adjective over there, right? So first rank. Had remains as it is. I'll use the be form. Been, achieved, achieved. So achieved is the past participle. By whom? By Freya. Jiggy had left. Jiggy had done the action of leaving. Yes. So Jiggy had left. Now leave, we know leave is a verb, right? Leave, left, left. So left is the past participle, but it's a verb. A verb can be changed into a noun by adding ing, or it can be made an abstract noun. So here leaving, I can make living by adding ing to leave and make it a gerund, then I can use it as a subject. So leaving, had remains as it is, been, form of the be, been. Now had been what? Done, past participle. Yes, the action had been done by him, so done. By whom? By Jiggy. Present perfect continuous cannot be turned into passive. Same way, past perfect continuous also cannot be turned into passive, right? So past perfect continuous cannot be changed to passive. Example is given, I had been preparing dinner, where had and been tells me this is past perfect, and ing preparing ing tells me this is continuous. So this is past perfect continuous. This is active sentence. That means dinner is the object, I is the subject. So I bring the object to the front, dinner. Then I keep the tense as it is, had been, because this is past perfect. So had been, and it is continuous also. So I have to add ing form. Abhi ing form to be mein lagana padega because be is the verb, right? Prepare is the verb, but uska kya karna padega? Past participle. So what happens? I will have to use ing form with be. So dinner had been being prepared by me. We do not write. Actually, this is the accurate and correct passive form of this sentence. But we do not normally write like this. So simple, past perfect continuous, we do not make into passive. We do not write like this, dinner had been being prepared by me. Yes, that confuses the reader more than what he can understand from it, right? So we do not write it normally. Now we come to the third tense, and the first type of third tense is, that is future tense. Then the first type is simple future. Sam will give money, where Sam is the subject, will tells me it is future, give tells me it is present tense. Give, gave, gave. So give is present tense. So this tells me this is simple future, right? Money. Money is the object. I bring the object to the front. Money. I will keep the future because will tells me it is future. Then so I have to keep will. Money will. Give. I have to make past participle. So money will given by something is missing. That is that be form which is missing to complete the sentence. Meaning of the sentence complete. I have to use the be form. So money will be given by whom? By Sam. The president will postpone the program. Now, the president is the subject. Will tells me it is future tense. Postpone tells me this is the present. So, this is simple future. The program is the object. I bring the object to the front, the program. Will I will keep as it is, and postpone I have to make past participle, that is postponed. Postponed, postponed, postponed. Right? And I have to use the be form to complete the meaning of the sentence. The program will be postponed by whom? By the president. Sabina will sing a song. This is still simple future. We are doing examples of that. Sabina will sing a song. Sabina is the subject. Will tells me it is future tense. This is the verb. Sing. A song is the object. I bring the object to the front. A song will be sing, sang, sung. Sometimes all the three words of V1, V2, V3 are different, right? Sing is past tense, present tense. Sang is past tense, and sung is past participle. So a song will be sung by whom? By Sabina. He is going to present a magic show. Sometimes will can be written as is going to. Is going to. Yes, you are going to. That means if because it is you, so are going to. I am going to. You are going to. He is going to. So will, that is the future tense, can be written as is going to, right? Or depending upon the subject, first person, second person, third person, is, are, and will keep on changing. He is going to. That means he will present a magic show. Yes, we will keep it as it is because this is will. We understand that this is will. So whole of that is going to, we will keep it as it is. Present is the verb. A magic show. Now, show is the noun and object also. Magic show. Magic is the adjective. A is the article for both magic show. So we'll bring whole of that together, a magic show, without replacing or without missing anything. A magic show. Now is going to. This is still will. So we will write will as it is going to. Now we need a be form to complete the meaning of the sentence. A magic show is going to be present, that is present tense. Present, presented, presented. So presented is the past participle of present. A magic show is going to be presented by whom? By him. Again, simple future continued. He will obey. He will obey. Obey is a verb, right? You obey me. Now, you is subject, me is also noun, object, obey is the verb. Alright? So, he will obey where he is the subject. Will tells me this is future tense. Obey is still the verb. Verb we can always change to a noun by adding either ing or making the abstract noun. Here, obey can be made an abstract noun. Yes? So, obedience is an abstract noun of obey, so that will work as a subject, right? Obedience will, that tells me this is future tense. We need be to complete the meaning of the sentence, so obedience will be. He will obey. He does obey. So there is a do form over here in the future tense. We do not have the future tense of the do form, right? So we have to assume that there is a do form over here. So do form past participle is done. So obedience will be done by him. He will be punished by the court. He tells me this is the subject, will be punished by the court. Will be tells me this is going to be future tense, and in future he will be punished. So he will be punished by the court. The court is the object. I'll bring it court. Instead of saying the court, we can also write court. Yes, because it's a specific court. So the court will now be form. Now this is the passive form. This is the passive form. So he tells me this is subject, will tells me this is future, be punished, this is past participle, and be is required, and main important point, by is there. So this is the passive form. Passive form we have to turn into active. So the court, or we can simply say court. I'll keep it future, will. I'll keep the present tense of punished, that is punish. The court will punish him. Next is future continuous. Now, future continuous cannot be changed to passive. Of course, answer is there, right? But we do not write it like that. For example, I will be studying at home. Will, will and be, will tells me this is future tense. Be necessary. Studying tells me that it is ing form continuous. So future continuous. I will be studying at home, right? So home is the object over here, at is the preposition, right? So I'll bring studying. Studying, it is already the um, continuous form of study, plus studying also is a noun, right? So studying will be do. So past participle done. Studying will be done by me at home. Now, actually, by converting into study into studying, we made that the noun, gerund form of the noun. But we do not have a noun over here, right? So studying remains a noun. We do not have work that is being done over there, right? So it doesn't happen like that. Future continuous cannot be changed into passive. He will be completing. He will be completed his work. He will be future perfect. Uh, he will have completed his work. होना चाहिए. Okay, he will have completed his work. So have tells me this is perfect tense. Will is already there to tell me future completed is the past participle, right? So will have होना चाहिए यहाँ पे, right? So My work will and have we will keep as it is. My work will have been. Past participle of be form. Completed is the past participle of complete. So my work will have been completed by me. They will have had their lunch. Now here will tells me it is future tense. Have tells me this is perfect tense. So future perfect. Had we use for eat. Right? So this had is not for any other purpose. It tells us that yeah, they will have eaten their lunch. We don't write like that, but that is had. So we will keep it as it is. Right? So had here means eat. That means we will keep the verb as it is. Their lunch. Lunch is the object, and there is the possessive pronoun over there. Their lunch will have been necessary and had. Had remains as it is. By them, we don't write like that. You have your lunch. Yes, you don't have anybody's lunch. So they will have their lunch. They will not have anybody's lunch. So it is understood, and that is why it is kept in bracket. We do not write it like this. Their lunch will have been had. By them is assumed, right? So we don't write that. Future perfect. He will have completed his work. Will and have tells me this is future and perfect. Completed is the past participle, right? So his work is the subject. His work will have been is necessary and completed. Again, past participle of complete. Completed by whom? By him. I will have studied chapter 1 when he arrives. I is the subject. Will have studied, that is the verb, and chapter 1 is the object, right? मुझे इतना ही चाहिए. When he arrives, I'm not concerned right now with that. I have SVO that will become OVS. So chapter 1 comes at the starting of the sentence. Yes? Chapter 1. Then I will keep future perfect as it is. Will have. Chapter 1 will have. Then I need the been form of be. So I will have chapter 1 will have been. Then studied. Study. So studied, past participle, have been studied by me. Then rest of the sentence comes when he arrives. It remains as it is. We do not have to do anything with the second verb over there, that is arrive. Again, future perfect continuous cannot be converted into passive voice. Yes, one example is given of future perfect continuous. He will have been watching. Where will is future, have been tells me this is perfect, and watching, that is continuous with ing form. And movie is the object. So I bring object to the front. Movie. Then I'll keep future perfect as it is. Will have been. Then I need continuous, so I'll have to add to be form ing because I need the past participle of watch. We do not write it like that. Movie will have been being watched by him. Yes, it confuses the reader and the writer both, right? So usually we do not do it, even though the answer is absolutely correct. But still, as a rule, we do not change future perfect continuous into passive form. Now we come to the different types of sentences that we have. That is, first one we take is imperative sentences. It can be order. I order you. Leave the window open. That means I order you to leave the window open. Now, I allow you to let, because I allow you to, I order to. So I order you to let the window be left open. Now, how did this happen? Leave, here, you is the subject. You leave the window open, right? So, leave is the verb because you is the subject, and the window becomes the object. How? Open. So we again do not write the subject, but object we have to bring to the front. So you let the window, let the window be. Leave is the verb over here, so the past participle of leave is left. Leave, left, left. So let the window be left open. Again, by you over here is in bracket. So this is the passive form. I took the, this was you is the subject. I brought the subject at the end of the sentence after. and I brought the object to the front. Yes, let the window be left open by you. We use let for many of these types of orders. No talking. No talking. Yes. Now, let there be no talking. No talking by you. No talking by you. So this is in passive form. You do not do talking, you do not do no talking, anything like that cannot happen. So not talking by you. This is passive. So let us make it active. Let there be no talking by you. Or you will not be allowed to do the talking. Order again continued. Do not beat the dog. You is over here in the bracket. You do not beat the dog. Right? So I'll bring the dog to the front along with let. Yes, let the dog be. Do form will change to be. Not beaten. Yes, because beat is the verb. Beat, beaten, beat, beat, and beaten. Right? So we add en to the verb form beat and we get the past participle. Throw the ball. You throw the ball. So let the ball be thrown by you. Right? By you is not necessary because we have not been given the subject. So there is no necessity of including that in the object. Again, imperative sentences continued. Finish the task. Yes, the task is the. So you finish the task where you is hidden in bracket and the task is the object. So I bring it to the front along with let. Let the task be finished by you is not necessary. It's an order and it is to be understood that it is given to you. So by you remains in bracket. There is no necessity to write. Right? Close the door. You close the door. So let the door be closed. By you is not necessary again. So please do not write it. Advice. Another type of imperative sentence. Work hard. Again, you work hard. So let you are advised to do hard work. Let hard work be done by you. No. Yes, it is an advice. So you write that you are advised to work hard. You are advised to work hard. Stay healthy. You stay healthy. Yes, you are advised to remain healthy because this is an advice. Respect the elders. The elders. You respect the elders. The elders is the object. So let the elders be respected. By you is not given because here also you is not given as a subject. So we will not include that in the object. Or another way of writing is you are advised to respect the elders. Do not waste time. You do not waste time. Alright, time is the object over here. You is the subject. Yes. So if you try to write it, time will not be wasted by you. Or you are advised not to waste time. Right? That is more correct. You are advised not to waste time. So some sentence we write it with let, others according to the imperative sentence. Next, again, work hard. Okay, we already had that. Okay, you work hard. You are advised to work hard. You cannot say let hard work be done by you. Well, we will change everything, right? So you are advised to work hard. Carry the baby safely. It means you carry the baby safely. But it's an advice. So you are advised to. Then write the whole of the sentence as it is. There you are advised to carry the baby safely. Or this sentence you can write in the let form. Let the baby be carried. Then we will have to make the past participle if you are using let. So let the baby be carried by you safely. Here specifically by you has to be written. Why? Because let is there. So let the baby be carried safely. By whom? By you. So we'll include that. Command or order, stand straight. What is the thing written over there? I order you to stand straight. Yes. So you are ordered to stand straight. Yes. Here that let form cannot come. Write the exercise two times. You write the exercise two times. Yes? So you are ordered to then write whole of the sentence as it is. To write this exercise two times. Do not disturb or don't disturb. You are ordered. Again, it is a you are ordered not to disturb. You are ordered not to disturb. Let नहीं आएगा यहाँ पे. Bring me a cup of tea. You bring me a cup of tea. Yeah, that's an order. You are ordered to. Rest of the sentence goes as it is. Bring me a cup of tea without any difference. Suggestions: eat apples during fever. Yes. Now this is a suggestion. You eat apple during fever. So you are suggested to. Rest of the sentence goes as it is. Improve your handwriting. You improve your handwriting. So you are suggested to. Rest of the sentence falls as it is. Warning: do not litter. You are warned. Right? So same thing. You are warned not to litter. Don't make me angry. You don't make me angry. You are warned not to make me angry. Actually, that you are warned to, but because negation is there, we'll include negation before to. You are warned not to make me angry. Don't do this. You are requested not to do this. You don't do this. So you are requested. Negation is there, so negation. You are requested not to. Then do this remains as it is. Please help the needy. You please help the needy. So you are requested to. Rest of the sentence as, because please will get converted into request. Moral duties, obligation. You love your parents. You should love your parents. Now because this is moral duty, so should. So we use the model. You should. Rest of the sentence falls as it is. If you want to write it in the let form, let your parents be loved. But usually we don't write it like that. Yes, let your parents be loved by you. No, that is the passive form, correct one. But then we don't write it usually like that. So you should love your parents. Do your own work. You should do your own work. This is moral duties or obligation. So you should do your duty. Another way, you are ordered to do your duty. It can be both. It can be an order. It can be moral duty. Can, could, should, shall, these are models, right? So whatever we do, no changes will be we will be doing to model. That means can will be not become could. For example, might will not change to may, should, and could will not change to can. That way, I can explain, explanation. I can explain. Can is the model. Explain is the object. So it's a verb, right? So we do explanation. That is the abstract noun. Explanation can be done by me. He can drive. Drive ing gerund. So driving can. We don't make any change to the model. I can explain the chapter. The chapter can be explained by me. Here it's a verb. The chapter. Here it's working as a verb. The chapter is the object. So I bring that to the front. The chapter. I don't make any change to the model. Can does not become could. The chapter could be explained. Then it becomes probability. Can tells me it is ability. He can drive a car. A car can be driven by him. I have to make the past participle. Again, same things. I could. Now here it is could. Now I cannot change it to can. I could climb the hill. The hill could be climbed by me. Climb ka past participle is climbed. I could not solve. Only thing is could is there, but negation is there. I could not solve the problem. The problem couldn't be. I still don't change the model. I keep it as it is. Interrogative sentences. What are you reading? There should be a question mark over here. It's not there. Right. So okay. Separate what? Rest of the sentence, are you reading, which is present continuous, right? So are you reading is in passive, is being read. So WH word should remain at the starting. Yes, you don't change that. Is what is being read by you. Interrogative remains as an interrogative, it doesn't get changed, right? So whatever WH word is at the starting of the sentence, it remains as it is, right? You just separate it and read the rest of the sentence. Are you reading? Reading is done by you. So what is being read by you? Read, 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 right? So there is only and only one rule common for all. Whichever tense we are talking about, it's only common that from active to passive, whenever we change, we have to make changes to the verb Yes, and make the past participle of that verb and add that helping verb, right, if necessary. So we end our lecture over here. Thank you, students.